Hey guys, it's Tahira and today I'm doing a book haul. I know I'm contradicting myself a little bit because one of the last videos I did was a book unhaul, but I was making space for books that I actually want. So obviously I'm gonna have some books that I'm gonna have to fill the spaces with that I just removed. Anyway, so I have like 10-ish books, I want to say, like 9 books that I've gotten recently. The last book haul I did was the end of December, and this is definitely like the closest I've done book hauls because usually I don't buy that many books. But I have recently discovered Book Outlet and they're frequently doing sales, and they had another like $5.99 fiction sale where almost all fiction books were $5.99 or less on their site. I was also really indecisive with the books I wanted, so I actually wasn't able to make that sale, but right after I bought all these books because I got a 15% like discount for my birthday because that was on March 15th. So basically this is a birthday box gift to myself from Book Outlet. Anyway, the first book is actually not from Book Outlet, but it is a book that I got, probably my first book that I bought this year, and that is of course House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J Maas. This is the third and final book to the Crescent City like series trilogy, at least for this like stories and these characters. So I have a whole like spoiler filled reading vlog for this, so I'll link that down below because I recorded my entire experience reading this book. But overall I give this 4 stars. I really enjoyed it, but not as much as the other books. But if you want to hear more thoughts, you should definitely watch that video. And then the second book that I got from is actually my sister because she unhauled this book, but I was interested in reading it at some point. So that is The Queens of Innis Lear by Tessa Gratton. I haven't heard too many like things about this. It's not like one of those super popular books on the internet, but what reviews I have seen have been pretty good. It seems like it's about 3 daughters, a commander, a manipulator, and a priest, and it's about an island and some war, but it sounds really cool, especially with the 3 sisters part. So at some point I'm excited to pick this up and read it. Then I'm really excited about these books that I got from Book Outlet, but the first one I got was Belladonna by Adeline Grace. This is, I think, a fantasy romance book that I got because I've heard a lot of really great reviews about this. This one is about a girl named Signa who has been orphaned as a baby, and every like family or guardian that she has been more interested in her wealth than her, and they all have like died really untimely deaths. And then she has these relatives that are still living, and then her mom comes back as a ghost and tells her that claims that she's been poisoned. And now like Signa has to figure out what's going on, and she actually forms an unlikely alliance with death itself to, I guess, figure out what happened to her mother. But overall I think the cover is also really pretty, and I've just heard like good things about it, so I'm excited to read this one. Then is a thriller that I've heard so many good things about, and that is None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. This one seems to be about these 2 women, Alex and Josie. Alex is a podcaster, and she goes into this like bar pub and she meets Josie, and they realize that both of their birthdays are in the same year and same day, so they're birthday twins. And then Josie proposes that she come on Alex's podcast, and then through there they kind of find out that Josie has this like mysterious, I guess, interesting life and complicated story. So I think it's just about that, but overall I've heard really great things. I think this also has a really good plot twist, and I love a good plot twist, so I'm excited to read this one. I think I can't really say much about these books other than I'm excited because I have not read these books. Also, if I keep looking down, it's because the box of books is like right below me. Anyways, the next one I've heard so many good things about over the years, and I finally got my hands on it, but that is Every Hearted Doorway by Sean McGuire. This one is a entire series, but I think it follows this girl of like magical this school, this house of like orphaned magical children and something to do with these children. But I've heard like really great things about it. I've seen so many people talk about it over the years. I know this is very popular among a lot of people, so I have been interested in it and all these times. So when I saw that this book was on the site, I grabbed it immediately. But yeah, I just really hope I enjoy it because these days I've been reading a lot of like hyped books and not enjoying it as much, so I really want to enjoy this. Then is a fantasy romance book that I've also heard many things about, and that is A Throne of the Fallen by Carrie Maniscalco. All I know is that this follows a girl and the Prince of Envy and some deadly game, and all of that sounds awesome to me, so I am really excited about this. I have heard like really great things about this. Overall I've seen some mixed reviews, but overall I've heard like positive feelings about this book, so I am looking forward to this one. Then I have I guess a literary fiction. I don't know what the genre this is, but this is Una Out of Order by Margarita Montemor. This one is a really interesting concept. It's about this woman whose life kind of becomes out of order and she has to kind of piece it back together. And it happens when she's turning 19, but she wakes up and her 51-year-old body 32 years later, and so she's kind of going through years of her life, like different years. So in her mind she's like a different year, but in the body will be different. So she'll be 19 and I guess 51, and then she'll be like, let's say 20, and she'll be 32. So it's like, I think her mental age progresses but her physical age like changes throughout the years, and it's like a really interesting concept. And I first saw this on Books and Lala's channel and she really liked this book as well, so I decided to pick it up because the concept sounded really interesting to me. Then I have We Freed the Stars by Hafsa Fazil. This is the sequel to We Hunt the Flame. I've had that book for quite a while. I read it back when it came out, when it was really popular, and I really enjoyed it. But this is one of those series that I kind of like abandoned and I never finished. So I have finally got the sequel now, so I can finish out the duology. And I'm also really interested in Hafsa's other book, A Tempest of Tea, that just came out I think this month or last month. So, but I really want to get through this duology once and for all. I might do like a finishing series I'm in the middle of a video, because I have like a lot of random duologies and series that I just have like abandoned, but not because like I'm DNFing them, just because I like haven't gotten the chance to read them yet. But I'm glad I finally have the sequel to the book so I can finish out the duology. And then the last book I'm so excited about, which I've heard so many great things about, and that is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. This one is about, I guess, two doctors. This doctor named Brianna, and she's going through a divorce. Her life is kind of falling apart, and then this new like male doctor comes and he starts sending her letters, and they start sending letters back to each other, and their relationship progresses from there. I've heard so many great things about Abby Jimenez's writing and books. I know this one and Part of Your World are both like really awesome books that I've heard a lot of really great things about. But I saw this book and I had to pick it up because I've just heard literally nothing but good things about her and her books. So I'm definitely very excited to pick this one up. The thing with all these books is who knows when I'm actually gonna pick them up, but at least I'm excited about them, so I guess that's what counts. Anyways, that is it for all the books that I got in the past like couple of months. This was a pretty short video because this wasn't that many books, so I guess it was pretty short because of that, but I still wanted to talk about some books I got recently. But yeah, let me know if you read any of these books. If you have, please let me know what you thought of them, as of course I would love to know. But that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!